Alright guys, it's another day. I'm actually off right now, but we just got hit for 2 highway calls. My flatbed, as you can see, I'm not in a flatbed, is going to a motorcycle crash on Ortega, and I am going to an overturn on the 5 southbound at Pico. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it goes that way. Luckily, both of us are here right now, so it works out. But I've got to hurry up and get there. So, I guess we'll see what happens when I get there. All right, guys. Okay, so I'm not quite there yet. You can see Pico and the sign there that says 3 miles. Got an update on this. They want 200 feet of cable. It's down the embankment behind the Denny's, possibly near a baseball field. So I'm gonna have to look at this thing and kind of size it up when I get there. What I'm gonna probably do is stop at the Pico exit and kind of look at the area view. Try to find them. Actually, no, let me just try to find the cops first.
Take exit 76 for Avenida Pico.
Okay, so they're actually on the other side of the freeway. You know, the old game of telephone, sometimes, you know, the first person that calls in gives the location but gets it backwards. So I originally got southbound 5, the Pico exit, and they're actually going to be on northbound 5 on the Pico exit. This may not even be a 200-foot recovery. It all depends. I had to look and see what I see when I get there, if it's better suited to use the off-ramp or to continue with the shoulder. Alright, I got CHP in the shoulder. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can find our vehicle. Alright, he's pointing up ahead. Yeah, I see tracks. I see tracks. Hey, it's my favorite. What's happening? Long time no see.
3 days in a row, goddammit.
Oh no, my flatbed's going to the other side over on Ortega right now.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can pull that out or not.
I brought plenty of extra stuff, so $1 million questions is.
Down before, but
You've been down Ortega?
Oh, not that far.
Oh, that's not too bad.
This is your straight path.
Yeah, it looks like it's my good shot. The only down crap is that I do it from here. I'm gonna have to take the off ramp.
You gotta take the whole off ramp?
Because I need to have the back end of the truck aimed at the car. Trying to pull sideways on one of these things.
We don't have units to block it.
Is there another access? Maybe?
No, but they give you access through there.
I see a fence there. Not seeing any room there. Let me go down there and take a little look around and see, but
Okay,
I could try to do a side pull. The problem with side pulls at steep angles is it puts a lot of pressure on the truck sideways. Yeah.
I can't shut it down right now.
No, if you don't got people available, I get you on that.
Just go look at it real quick. I'll think of something.
Yeah, let me take a look at it. I mean, worst case is I'll try to pull it sideways. You know what? I'd probably flip it onto its roof. It'll slide out better.
Whatever you want to do, it's already fucked up.
Yeah, right.
Just go look at it.
Yeah. Let me get an idea of what kind of car it is, how much weight I got to play with.
It's a Subaru something.
Yeah, they're a little heavy. Subaru Forester, probably, it looks like. It's about 4,000 or 5,000 pounds. All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's a Forester. See much path-wise going around. I got a tree there. gonna have to come out on the roof. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing. Seeing the great options here. Front wheels look okay. It's on trees though, so it can't go the other way. It's stopped on that tree. Yeah, it's gonna have to come out by the roof. Great. All right, I'll try to pull it from the side. See what I can do. Worst case is I'll just have to wait till my flatbed gets cleared up so I have a secondary anchor.
Come back and do it.
Yeah. Oh no, I'll wait here for him. But see how the truck handles. First thing is I'll have to get it flipped and spun around all this crap. And
If
then,
you don't have the truck, if you want me to call the next rotation, or you gonna?
no, I'll get it done. I'm just debating whether or not I'll be able to do it. The situation I got here with this one.
Okay.
The only way to find out is if I start. If I brought a second truck, we would just be in the shoulder, and I would use the second truck as a secondary anchor,
Okay. Yeah.
so that I'm not pulling too much on one. Still be the shoulder. We wouldn't take the off ramp.
Okay.
But let me try
The
it.
only truck you have is on Ortega, right?
Yeah, he's on Ortega, but it's a motorcycle, so it shouldn't take him too long. I only need the front end of it.
Yeah.
I don't need the back end. Yeah, it's the one I was driving last night.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. Normally we use that one for the recoveries, but give or take, I'll pull up a little more and try to get somewhat of an angle. Great. I'm gonna do this without closing the shoulder. I was thinking maybe it's a bad idea to back up into the ice plant. I'm almost thinking maybe get my ass end a little bit in there, at least one set of wheels. All right, let's go stretch some lines. I don't see any access over there. I mean, it'd be nice if I could get access from there, but looking at the car, it's not really going to matter because there's a whole bunch of trees on the other side of it. So unless I want to play Paul Bunyan and start timbering forest here, not going to. I'm just going to yank it.
It's so you're gonna try to flip it on the roof?
Yeah, because at least if I get it on the roof, I have less resistance with the roof sliding up the hill.
Yeah.
And hopefully, that'll work. My truck weighs about 13K, so let's just hope I weigh more than that thing's going to be pulling against me. Like I said, worst case is I'll have my flatbed come, we'll park him behind me, and we'll double line and do an anchor to that, and I'll have about 30,000 pounds of dead weight.
Okay.
It's more of just the battle of who's heavier at this point.
All right. Well, which one was it, a Forester or an Outback?
It looks like an Outback, but it could be a Forester. They're almost similar.
Okay.
But you're talking about 4,500 to 5,000 pounds of weight.
Okay.
So it's just the matter of balancing act here. Let's start stretching some lines. Start stretching line.
Okay. I'm gonna go see if we got one on Ortega, one on the north end. That's it.
Yeah, well, like I say, the best way to do this, obviously, would be to have the back end of the truck aim that way because that keeps the truck planted firmly. Yeah. Any other company is going to pretty much be the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking I probably might back into here, but the problem with this is once I back in here, I'll get stuck.
Right.
This stuff gets too wet that way, so we're trying it in a
I know.
not the preferred way to have it, but it's all right.
Do you even get a communication on Ortega with your guy right now?
No, once he gets that picked up, my tracking, even our tracking units on the truck.
Do you want me to tell my guy to tell him once he picks it up, come straight here?
Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
Do that, because I know you guys get some communication over there. I know your radios suck. Hey, X-Ray, you copy? Hey, when you get done picking up that motorcycle, can you come over here with that truck to northbound 5 Pico exit? So when you get done picking that one up, can you come over here and assist me at the northbound 5 Pico exit?
Okay. Hey, would FSP work?
I didn't copy. I didn't copy the first one, but yeah, 10-4.
Alright, man, I copy. They're not there yet.
No, he's not there yet. I still have communication with him at this point. He's on his way up there.
Would FSP work?
All I need is a dead weight. FSP truck would probably work if they're down with me using their truck as a second piece of equipment.
113.59.
Have them roll. Let me try it with one and see where I get. All right, I got this one. I got straps. Get her flipped downward, and then we'll see where I get from there. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So let me get this one started. I'm not cleaning up none of this stuff, so gonna have to deal with it as it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie to the bottom end this axle. I'm a little worried just because the angle. Never really want to side pull with a truck. Completely kills my stability, but it is what it is. Which I think what I can probably do right now is rig both. Nah, I'll wait. Get it spun first. Trees are a bit of an issue. All right. So that angle is pretty steep, but hey, you know what? We'll see. So I'm thinking I might do. It's gonna want to pull the nose down, but yeah, we'll see. I don't think we're gonna need 200, but gonna be a pull, that's for sure. I need to get it out of the tree line. All right, there's a stump. All right.
Hey, we're asking FSP. I'll let you know what they say.
It's not a great idea to do it this way, but it is what it is. That's down there. Got the cable extension, but I really want to avoid it too much. It's easier to do if I just grab a bunch of stuff. Wait, she's down there. Actually, got enough with the chains, I think. Let's not have that one going. Yeah, you know. It'll be like, your resistance is low though. Yeah, but my resistance is also multiplied by my obstacles here. The most of it's going to be getting it out of that hole. Once it's out of that hole and starts coming up the dirt embankment, yeah, my rolling resistance kind of goes up and down at that point, but well, I got 5K worth of straps and hooks rating. All right. Fortunately, I'm not gonna be able to see what's going on, so I'll have to stop a couple of times as I'm going to look. My remote controlled winch is missing a controller, so it's not going to help me today. Some right on the gas pedal. Start pulling, see what happens. Going. Okay, it's pulling on it. Get the rest of the cable out. And a seat on this thing. Cables I'm gonna get. All right. Alright, she's flipping. It's alright. I'm doing what I want it to do. Okay. Yep. Okay, the nose is aimed. Tension. Too much tension. She's going. So far, so good. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to take my other leg here. What I kind of want to do is I want it to come around under the wheels. Probably going to add some damage to it, but it's okay. I want it to come under the fender like that, or under the nose, and kind of make a sled with it. All that fun stuff you gotta watch out for. Alright, so the same thing with this one. This one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and over. I'm going to come down under the hood. It's going to kind of help me sled it instead of it trying to bite in. What I'm trying to go for here. We're good and connected on both sides, yeah. Okay. All right. All right, let's see how well this works. Get my exercise today. All right, let's go look. See how she does.
FSB's coming from Strand.
Put you in my truck. Catching up on something. We're digging in the dirt here. Good. So what I'm trying to do is put a 4x4 there. Because it's digging in the ground. All right. See how well it works. It's gonna work somewhat. Cable. Maybe I might have to do is snatch block this thing. I like that idea, but the truck is not liking it. I'm gonna get one more chain up and maybe get enough to do that. Get that gas pedal thing set up a little better. It kicked off. try this. Let me boom it down. Tension it up somewhat. Boom it up a little bit. Double up the line. Snatch bucket, double it. This is too much for it. Line. This is what I got. No more than that. Really do need the weight, but it's alright. That's what it is. Level here too. That's the other problem. All right, so she's getting there. She's coming up. I think I'm just hitting some spots that I'm not getting enough pull on here. Yeah, I can see the chains aren't quite going the way they should be. They should be going under. Instead, it went around. So, kind of need that to go like that. I know this thing's dripping gear oil. You can hear it. I can smell it. Someone say, why don't you flip it and get it back on those wheels? Ah, that's what I got going on. I'm hiding up that tree. Oh shit. All right, I gotta back the truck up. That's what's happening. All right. It's not exactly a straight shot. Yeah, that tree's getting in the way. Might. Got that push bumper on the front.
Alright, what can I do to help you out?
I just need an extra piece of weight.
Where at?
So I'm thinking, let me take a look at this real quick.
Oh, you want to hook up to my truck?
Huh?
You want to hook up to my truck?
I need a dead weight is what I need.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Because he doesn't want to let me go straight back. He doesn't want to block the off ramp. And this car's... Alright, so my GoPro died, or I'm running out of space. Trying to balance this so it's not tipping the truck all the way over. The truck is kind of slanted, but she's coming. She's coming, so I'll get her there. It's a matter of time. I'm just trying to make sure I don't go too heavy with the truck. Okay, I got it out. I'm just trying to flip it here without shutting down the off ramp. So I've got a strap tied to the front end. Watching the cruiser behind me. There it goes. There it goes. It's on the ground. All right, guys. So here's the end result of this. It's out. I had to put dollies on it, and they're looking for the owner. So we'll see what happens with this. But it's out. It put up a fight for sure. Really would have liked to have a medium on this one, but oh well. Okay, so we're back. Unfortunately, I got a few cell phone clips on my phone. It's kind of hard to do recoveries holding my phone at the same time, so I didn't continue that. But my flatbed was doing with this at the same time I was doing with the other one. We got both of the calls at the same time. That's why I didn't bring the flatbed this time on it. So that's what we got. We got a Subaru. I got it out because I was telling the officer to begin with it was going to be a challenging one because of the side pole. It's not good on that truck. It is a Subaru Outback. I flattened one of the tires on the front. I did that because I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to roll when I got it back onto its wheels. I did disconnect the battery. This whole side is crunched in. Let's see if I can get back in here. In fact, I'm going to open the hood up because I don't want it to be a short. It winds up being something like that. Yeah, I can see how that side's crunched in. Normally what I'd like to do in that case is actually remove the battery from the car, because that can create a short, but I took the positive off, what I could get off at the time. This is what it is. I mean, that could still internally short and cause a fire. So I'll probably try to get that out later. I'm just taking a break right now. This took about a good 2 hours. This thing put up a fight the whole way. We got a bunch of dirt in there because we heavily scooped up some of it. It did kind of do what I wanted it to do, going on the roof. Sunroof kind of opened up. It towards the end, it really started putting up a fight. It was a good idea to pull it up on its roof like that. It would have been good if I had the chains going under the way I wanted them. In the end, actually, I wound up getting 2 chains on the back wheels and having them come up under the car and lift it higher because I needed that to get it over. So it did come out. It did kind of work all right that way. It put up a lot of resistance, but I knew that was going to be the case. I did kind of want an extra weight there. I really wanted to go sideways across the off-ramp, but that would have involved shutting down the off-ramp, and they weren't jiving to do that, so I was doing what I can with it the way it was. Once I got it up, the officer did tell me at that point, all right, we could shut down the off-ramp. I'm like, I already got it up, just leave it. I'll finish up in the shoulder. I'll try to put a couple of cell phone clips in. What I have all this stuff to put away now, because in the end I just threw it all in the truck. I did use this strap. The recovery straps actually kind of come in handy. Best thing, you know, I buy them from Home Depot. They help. That was the first time using that anchor point on the back, so I did get to test that out. It actually held up pretty well. Because that's an all-wheel drive car, well, on top of it had a rear flat. I did put the dollies. That takes time. I set them up and then took it back that way. It just takes more time because there's more stuff to do. Plus you have to tie everything down. The dollies technically have to be tied down too. The wood wound up working okay. Actually putting the block of wood where I did when I was using it to kind of keep the cable from digging in helped. That helped. I did not have to use the dreaded extension cable. I'm happy for that. Pull all these chains out. And hopefully I try to remember to grab most of my chains. It was a good thing I did grab some extra stuff off the flatbed, though I didn't wind up needing it, but you never know what you're going to get into until you get there. So that was a good thing. I still got to do paperwork. I got to write up the bill on it. We do hope they have insurance, hopefully, and we'll see from there. Is the car worse than it was when it went in? Yeah, maybe a little bit. But you're not going to get that out of there in one piece easily. This truck is not the best truck to use for that kind of work. It's not really a recovery truck. It's more of just an impound kind of truck, you know. Get those, what do you call it? Those like late night impounds and stuff like that. This is not designed, it does not have a boom or any of that stuff, so we're talking about ordering a new medium duty. for IRA over here because we get a lot of these calls, and it's better we don't put all the abuse on our flatbed and this truck. As of right now, we're just doing what we can with the equipment that we do have. So I know a lot of this stuff I would not be realistically doing with any of these trucks here. They're just not suited for it, but you know, the problem with it is right now it's all we can do. Got no other choice. This is the equipment we have, so we're just kind of making do with what we have. The FSP showed up. I really wanted a second truck to use as an anchor, kind of like I did on that technical recovery a couple years back, because pulling that high up like that creates a lot of challenges with the weight and the force. A lot of people were commenting on that video. It's only a Ford Escape, you know, it's like 3,000–4,000 pounds. You don't understand though, the force that you have to exert on your equipment to pull up that kind of angle is the problem. And that's where you start getting into trouble. I mean, you can see through some parts of the video, I think I did get that this truck was pulling to the side. Yet again, I was pulling in a way that you're really not great at doing. But, you know, all those things, what are you gonna do? You get there, you have to get it done, or you lose the call. And we're talking about calling another company out to do it, and I'm like, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. So that means I got to leave, we don't make no money on it, and we lose the job. And you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you should use the right stuff. I'm like, you're not there, you're not doing it. You know, you gotta sometimes figure this stuff out on a whim and figure out a way to get it done, because well, in the end of the day, we're in the business to make money, and that's money right there. If I walk away from that, we don't make no money. I wasted gas, fuel, and time to go down there for nothing. You know, am I definitely using the right equipment for it? No. No way, shape, or form am I using the right equipment. Would it have come up easier if I flipped it onto its wheels? It might have. I thought about that after the fact, but the sledding technique was a better idea, and it did work. It just, amount of resistance coming up that hill. You know, it was a steep incline. Camera doesn't do it justice. It was a pretty steep incline, and I definitely didn't have enough height on this thing to really overcome that either. That was the other problem I was fighting, is this truck only goes up so high, and because it doesn't have a boom, you know, I only get whatever height that the lift is. That's a lot of twisting force on the lift too. You know, I mean, in the end, I think we did all right. We scaved it. Lift isn't twisted, so I mean, it moves a little bit, but the other thing is you don't really want to be going up and down with side pressure, because you can see I've killed some of that paint right there because it rubs here. That's meant to keep it stable too. Whew. But that was I got a workout on that one. I really did. I got a workout on that one. It was a good thing I did grab the extra equipment off the flatbed. They didn't tell me 200 feet till I was already rolling, so luckily we got the calls both at the same time, the motorcycle and this one. So I just stopped real quick and had him meet me real fast and grab a 100 extension and this. I try to avoid using the extension if I can, just because you got to roll that thing up. It's kind of a pain in the ass, and it's easier if I don't have to use it. Ideally, I'd like to use the chains. And actually, that's what I did, so that worked out. Did I get everything put away here? Yeah. Blocks of wood are put away. That needs to kind of go. Oh, I guess it's going to go right there. All the straps, yep. At some point, I'll probably have to rewrap that cable, but not now. Whenever you do a recovery with these trucks, that cable is not going to wrap right. It's not bad, but it will need to be pulled out and completely rewrapped so that it's straight and not going to be an issue. The guy driving this truck now, I'm no longer the only one driving it, is tucking these away, so yeah. Everything's put away here. Got a piece of something from the car, aluminum. And then blocks of wood. Wish I could have shown you guys how I did the dollies, because with that flat tire, you know, you've got stuff you have to deal with those, but it's all right. Well, at this point, let's hope they got insurance, and insurance comes and gets it. We could not locate the owner. They were taken by the paramedics down to the McDonald's that was right there off the exit, and I guess they had since gotten picked up and left after we started the recovery. So yeah, we'll have to, well, they just had to figure it out from there. They wound up having to write an impound form on it because the owner's not there, so we have to technically do that. So no big deal. I did remember to bring extra batteries for the camera, but I did not take into account that the memory card was actually going to be full on the camera. That's what wound up happening to the camera going dead. So, oh well, it is what it is. Can't get them all, but anywho, guys, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will see you all on the next one. Hopefully I get a few days break. I am off for the next 2 days, so it should be nice, hopefully.